Welcome, everybody, to the H3 Podcast, the world's premier podcast. Is that true? Can we say that? Not
People
really.
are talking about it on the streets.
If you ask people on the street, hey, have you heard the H3 Podcast? 99.9% of them will say no.
What?
But 0.01% of the world's population is probably a really big number. I mean, technically speaking. Today's episode is sponsored by Nutrafol and Stamps.com. Ela, welcome to the show. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good. Especially now that my hair is covered, I'm doing way better.
I noticed that you think you're having a bad hair day. Is that what's going on?
Uh-huh.
I don't think your hair is bad, though. I think your hair always looks... You know what's interesting about you? When you think you're having bad hair days are some of the days I think your hair looks the best. Isn't that interesting?
Which is... I don't know if it's worse.
No,
Does it make things worse for me?
No. What it just means is that, like, the way that we see ourselves in the mirror has absolutely no relation whatsoever to how people see us in the world.
Maybe.
I feel like that's just plainly true. Because I found that to be true in my own life,
You should write a book and start a cult.
Well, okay. Cult, I mean...
A hair cult.
That'd be fantastic. A hair cult? Hair cult for men. No, but it's true. Like, when you look in the mirror, everybody has these little quirks, right? They're just used to seeing themselves a certain way. So when it's off, you're like, oh, I look awful. But really, everybody in the world sees you the same way. Dude, just think about everybody you know. You don't look at them and be like, oh, he looks like shit today. They're like, no, that's the same person I saw yesterday.
There is a variance.
Yeah, but usually it's based on...
There's a range.
It's a small range, and it's based on really, like, clothing and mood more than anything. Mm-hmm. It's not like, oh, they look like shit today. You know what I mean? Like, how harsh you judge yourself when you look in the mirror. Like, when I see any of these guys or you, it's like, that's Ela, that's Dan, that's Zach, that's Ian. It's not like, oh, dude. You know?
I know, but you're an enlightened guru.
No,
that could spearhead the movement.
No, you're saying start the cult.
Yeah.
Are you signing up?
I did already. I'm married.
Oh, I didn't know that was. I didn't know that was consent to my cult at the marriage. And do you mind if I fuck other women? Because that's kind of a big deal about being a cult.
That's not the hair cult. We don't do that.
Oh, we don't.
No.
Well, what's the point of having a cult if I can't fuck everyone else's wife in the cult?
Just enlighten people. But yeah, that's pretty
weirdo, bro.
Did you notice that how somehow every cult, no matter what it's about or who it is, the head of the cult is somehow fucking everybody's wife? That has nothing to do with it, of course. They're like, listen, dude, God told me to fuck your wife, bro. Every cult. It's crazy. It's awesome. It's an awesome thing about cults. And the dudes are like, cool. I mean, God said fuck my wife, so just go for it, bro.
It's an honor.
It's an honor. You honor me.
Talk to me, baby.
Yeah, Vin Diesel would be the hell of a cult. What are we doing here? Why are we here today on this gracious Saturday for you watching it? I hope everybody's staying safe. I hope everybody is... What do we do, you know? I don't know what to do. And I'm talking about the COVID thing.
Oh.
I'm not going to talk into it. I'm just talking spiritually. I just feel so bad for everyone. You know, like all these protesters, like here in California and New York, everything's locked down, but all around the country, people just want to get back to work because they're broke and they have no option. So I just feel badly for everybody, you know. I don't know. I just wish everyone the best. That's it. Mm-hmm. And remember, if you want $500 for free, on Twitter every day, we are giving out $500 of cash to 3 people every day. Boom,
what day are we on now?
32, I think.
Wow.
Yeah.
Crazy. It's crazy how like long 100 days if you count each one out. But there you go. There's still a lot of cash up for grabs. So congratulations to all the winners. Now you know what? Speaking of COVID, we had done a segment about Soflo Antonio, about how he's in South Korea in the bars, living it up. Yeah. And let me pull up this clip to refresh everybody's memory. Is that We saw him in the bar, and we're like, how is this motherfucker?
That was just last week.
I was like, wait, how?
Like
They're sharing bottles.
peak pandemic.
Let me mute. Do I need to mute it? YouTube's no
Probably.
fun anymore. It's like, oh, do I need to mute this guy breathing? But anyway, he's in these clubs sharing bottles with people. Apparently, they're wearing masks, but they're all around their neck.
No, most of the people are not.
I mean, they have masks on, but they're not wearing them properly. They're just
yeah,
like
it's
around
just
their
on the
neck
neck.
like a
It's
scarf.
just an accessory.
But Soflo, let me ask you, why would you record you sharing a bottle with somebody during a pandemic? I mean, in South Korea too. That just seems over the top, bro.
Also,
but anyway.
it's so crowded. It's it's like a nightclub.
Yeah.
Everyone is shoulder to shoulder.
I'm surprised that this is going on in South Korea, but they're way ahead of this pandemic, way more than we are. But I was like, okay, I guess South Korea knows what they're doing. And then sure enough, I saw this headline, and I was like, holy shit. Holy shit. Listen to this headline. Spike in South Korea infections linked to one man's night out. I was like, holy shit, Soflo's the super spreader. Seoul has once again closed down its bars and nightclubs after an increase in coronavirus infection was linked back to one South Korean capital's entertainment district. Most new cases have been traced back to one man. I was like, holy shit, Soflo is fucking... not only is he a plague in America that he had to bounce to South Korea, now he's super spreading in South Korea. Where is he going to go next? Isn't that so funny? Jeez, if I'm just on Instagram being like, ooh, that doesn't look safe. I would hope that South Korea government would be more ahead of it than me on Instagram's stories. But there you have it. So Soflo has shut down all nightlife in South Korea. It's awesome.
It's just a prank, bro.
I mean, listen, they add up. It says a 20-year-old man tested positive for the coronavirus. How old is Soflo? Maybe that's older than him.
He's not 20.
No, I looked it
He's
up.
like 25.
The ages don't match.
I like to
know
believe it's Soflo.
Yeah, I want to believe it too, but
29-year-old man tested positive for the coronavirus after visiting several clubs and bars there that weekend. It's crazy.
I think Soflo is 25.
I think he's 29.
no, I looked it up. He's 25.
He's 29. No, I'm just kidding. I just want to believe so bad. So that was funny.
Yeah.
That was very funny. You know.
Very funny. Let's rate how funny.
How funny was that? I would give that the
Big
initial
funny. Big funny.
Funny.
My initial reaction to the headline was like, that's funny. So I don't know how you rate that on a scale of 1 to 10, but pretty high.
Medium funny.
No. Medium high funny. Way funnier than this conversation about how funny it is. How did we get Mobility Mary back on the radar? Because we found a new Mobility Mary video we haven't seen.
Zach just came up with this clip out of nowhere. I'd never seen this one before.
You know, it's on a YouTube channel called The Ghost of Mobility Mary, which is awesome.
It was on the subreddit.
Zach, you're going to have to comb through this channel and find other ones we haven't seen.
I was so happy to see her again.
I miss her. She just stopped posting videos. And I hope she's okay. You know, the crazy thing about Mobility Mary is that she's in Santa Monica, so like the chance of us hunting her down there are pretty high.
Yeah.
Like if I took my scooter down there and just cruised around, there's a good chance we'd cross paths.
Yeah, true.
Ian, can you watch every video on this channel and pick out the goldies?
Yep. Sure thing.
That was Ian. I
You
said
said
Zach.
Ian.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought I said Zach.
Okay, great. So I don't have to do that.
No. Ian is... Yeah, I have Ian on some top secret work. I don't even want to say anything more than that. So, Zach, can you splurge on the Mobility Mary? Thank you.
I would be happy to.
Thank you so much. All right, let's enjoy. I mean, this is a treasure. Like, I feel like when you're... A treasure hunter goes and finds a shipwreck and brings up these like rare Spanish coins. You know? That's what we have here. So without further ado, my friends, I bring you Whole Foods parking lot idiot and handicap area by Mobility Mary.
Epic.
Mobility Mary is cruising up to Whole Foods, and there's people chit-chatting in this blue area, but it's huge.
Blocking the handicap crossing here.
Yes.
Any of this blue, no one is supposed to be blocking at any time.
Thank you. I'll take that into consideration. So that's the situation.
By the way, he's a Whole Foods employee, I'm pretty sure,
Move out
too.
of the handicap place. Can you please move out of the handicap place?
Okay, can you please? I'm actually talking to someone.
The whole parking lot is
You're
wide
in the
open.
handicap space. People are not supposed to have to force you to get out of this by law.
Okay.
You're not supposed to be in here.
Take it up with management. Okay?
How about if I call the police?
You're insane.
I love how he doesn't miss a beat. How about if I call the police? You're insane. Welcome to you're in Mobility Mary's world now, fucker. By the way, this conversation is taking place in a huge empty parking lot.
Yeah. She has no trouble going any direction.
No,
she
there's like
wants.
30 feet wide handicap crossing, and it's completely empty.
Police.
You're insane.
Oh, really?
Yeah. You're insane. I'm out here doing my job.
No, but
Making
you're
sure-
doing it
He's an
illegally.
employee.
You're insane.
Illegally.
And I'm surprised that you shop here.
Okay, let's just see how insane I am.
So then she charges in, and it ends abruptly, but it looks like she was about to jihad the Whole Foods. She's a national treasure, and we miss her dearly. Mobility Mary.
It's a disability mobility.
Ah, man, you know, it's just great that he's an employee. Like, take a look at the guy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's awesome. He's really barely in the, yeah. Maybe she perished. She did a suicide bomb in the Whole Foods there. Because at the end, she's like, let's see what happens. And she charges in. Like,
Okay, let's just
I was afraid
see
she was
how
going to
insane
drive
I
into
am.
all the watermelons.
that's what I thought too, but she wouldn't put herself.
in risk.
No. Mobility Mary, where are you? Why would you leave us at a time like this?
When we need you most.
It's like the bat signal is up, but nobody's coming for help.
Go
The
away!
scooter signal is up. Mobility. I wonder what what? God, I would love to just give her a reality show. I mean, seriously, just bring some cameras, follow her around. Put that on TLC. Call it like My Mobility
TLC
Life.
would know what to do with her.
Yeah, exactly.
They would make her a superstar.
My Mobility Life, you know. Holy shit. Guys, I bring you good news. The Colombians have invented a bed that turns into a coffin. This shit is just so dark, and I just found myself laughing at just how what a fucking mess we're in here. And just how dark imagine if you would for a second that you go to the hospital and they put your ass on a fucking cardboard bed that doubles as a coffin. You're like, oh, dude, I do not like my odds right now. I don't like what this says about my stay here in this hospital. Bro, here it is. Watch this. It's great. Colombian design company is making cardboard hospital beds. Cardboard coffin, like your ass is being shipped FedEx. Can easily be turned into a coffin if the patient dies. Sweet. You just push down, lower them. There's a live person there. These cardboard beds are made
Bye-bye.
for people with coronavirus. Just remember to fold the lip, and that means that if the patient dies, medics won't have to move the body. I mean,
just put the FedEx label on top and drop it off.
Right. Prepaid envelope. It's awesome. Able to hold up to 150 kilograms of body weight. That's impressive. Hospital beds and coffins are in short supply in the state of the Amazons. So there you have it, folks.
It's impressive.
We've got 3,000 of these babies coming a day, and there goes one poor soul who's being shipped off to...
So crazy.
He's being returned to Amazon. I want a refund on my life. I love this shot. I found myself just giggling about this image because it's just so, like, this dude's dead, right? Apparently. And they're like, all right, peace. You're in the coffin now. That's a good idea. I mean, I'm not going to hate on the idea. It's just a little fucked up. You know? But it's funny. You know? But I just love, when your ass hits the hospital, make sure if you get that cardboard bed, boy, you better say your prayers. Because your ass is getting FedExed overnight into the earth. You are getting a priority shipping straight into the afterlife.
It's not a UPS ground, it's UPS underground.
UPS underground. No signature required. Straight into the earth. Overnight. Thank you, Rice Gum.
I think it's time for your first read.
Well, thank you to a new sponsor of ours, Nutrafol. Nutrafol, baby. It's a pill you take every day that strengthens your beautiful hair. 80 million men and women in the U.S. are experiencing thinning hair. Yet, we are still not talking openly about the problem. It's scary, it's stressful, and it just adds to problems. Control isn't given, it's taken. Take charge of your hair growth and make the next few months your time to grow thicker, fuller, healthier hair. In a time when self-care is more important than ever, every day is an opportunity to skip damaging styling tools and chemicals and focus on better hair growth from within. Good point. You know, it's about your own responsibility for your hair as well.
Right.
Millions of Americans experience thinning hair. It's common. It's even normal, but it's not openly talked about, so going through it can feel lonely and frustrating. It's time to change the conversation and join thousands of people standing up for their strands with Nutrafol. Nutrafol is formulated with potent botanicals to help you grow hair as strong as you are. You are a big, beautiful, strong man or woman. And it's physician formulated to be 100% drug-free. Nutrafol physicians formulated to be 100% drug-free. Folks, I'll say it again. They use natural, clinically effective botanicals for better hair growth throughout the whole body. On top of thicker, stronger hair without laser or chemicals, Nutrafol's ingredients may also help you get a handle on better sleep, stress response, skin, nails, and libido. Visit Nutrafol.com and take their hair wellness quiz for customized product recommendations to put the power to grow thicker, stronger hair back into your hands. And when you subscribe, you'll receive monthly deliveries so you never miss a dose. Shipping is free, and you can pause or cancel anytime. Does it work? Yes. In clinical studies, Nutrafol users saw thicker, stronger hair growth with less shedding in 3 to 6 months. Whether you're experiencing thinning or not, you deserve hair as strong as you are. Nutrafol can help you achieve your best hair growth naturally. You can grow thicker, healthier hair and support our show by going to Nutrafol.com and use the promo code H3 to get 20% off. This is their best offer available anywhere. Plus free shipping on every order. Get 20% off at Nutrafol.com, promo code H3. This is the best offer you're ever going to find. Spelled Nutrafol.com, promo code H3 for hair as strong as you are. I asked for embarrassing TikToks, and I received embarrassing TikToks. I'm very happy to introduce to you all our first one. Guy dumps giant gallon of cereal on Subway as a, quote, prank. This really brings me back, doesn't it, to the good old days of YouTube? Imagine, if you would, please, that there's in the middle of a pandemic. People are already uneasy about being on the subway. There are cleanup crews going through to sanitize. And this fucking moron. I mean, what can you say about this guy? I'm just going to play it for you first.
I accidentally dropped a whole tub of cereal on the subway today. I was like, oh my god, this is the worst day of my life. Not my Fruity Pebbles. Everyone started moving away and filming me, but I was like, can someone help? Surprisingly, no one offered, so I had to put all the soggy cereal back in myself. Someone was like, I cannot believe this is happening. I was like, I can't believe this is happening again.
Bro, you're such a douche. And I like how he thinks he's in an episode of like Arrested Development, you know?
Right.
No, dude. You're just on a subway car and everybody hates you. You know? But just imagine, like, let me tell you something. The people who work for the subway system in New York City, people die. People who work for the subway system have died. Okay, they're literally putting their lives on the line, and they're frontline workers. And for them to go in there and have to sanitize this cart and clean up your shit, bro, you should be fucking... What do we do with him? What's bad enough for him? What do we do? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put his ass in a fucking cardboard coffin and send his ass express underground overnight. What do we do to this guy? What's bad enough to do to this guy, Dan?
Just watch his
I'm
cringy
the
video.
arbiter. I get to
go ahead. You're the arbiter.
What
What do we do with him?
You should have to clean it up. You should have to eat it. All of that shit that he's put on it. You should.
That's
like,
a fair
lick it up or
punishment.
something.
That's a good fair punishment.
Yeah.
I think his ass needs to be put to work sanitizing subway carts at 3 a.m.
That would be good.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
That would be a good exchange.
Yeah. I really hope that the authorities, he's clearly identified himself. He is fuck Joji on TikTok, appropriately named. So the authorities should be able to track him down. Bro, why? Why would you do this, man? And by the way, he got it. And let me just let's watch. He got it on homie's shoes.
Yeah.
Let's go back to the beginning and do a play-by-play here.
The whole tub of cereal on this.
I was watching the podcast back last year, and I clear my throat a lot, and it's really annoying. So apologies.
You should take a moment to just get it out.
I need to turn away from the mic.
You can't drink coffee.
Yeah, I know the coffee does bad for me.
Which is what's been happening to me.
Okay, so homie's on the subway.
Subway today.
He drops his. He gets it all. He gets it all over their pants and shoes. Look at that splash zone. Homie's jeans has milk and cereal on it now, and his.
Dropped a whole tub of cereal.
Dude.
On the subway today.
Funny,
I was like,
too.
oh
What's
my
the
god,
point?
this is the
I don't
worst day of
understand.
my life. Not my Fruity Pebbles. Everyone started moving away and filming me, but I was like, can someone help? Surprisingly, no one offered.
This guy needs to get his ass beat. I feel like somebody on the train needs to just slap him. Can we get behind violence, physical violence, or no? No physical violence. If somebody slapped him, would he still post the video?
Probably.
Yeah. Dan, can somebody slap him, or is that a no? Just a bitch slap, not like.
Can somebody slap him?
I'm just saying, is it wrong? Is it wrong to wish somebody to bitch slap this guy?
No.
No, thank you.
I think it's maybe wrong for you to say it on the show.
I'm not saying one of our fans to go hunt him down. I mean, on the subway. If somebody was like, dude, you deserve a bitch slap for that. Who got milk on their shoes? Like, I'm the tough guy. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't bitch slap anybody.
Okay. But I'm just saying, it sounds like you're saying someone should go and slap him.
No, I'm not saying that. No. No. That is not what I'm saying. Let me make that explicitly clear. Physical violence is never the answer. And let me also say that I'm a bitch and I cower away from physical violence at every opportunity that it's presented to me. I am a coward and a bitch, and I definitely want to bitch slap this kid. I'd probably just walk silently off like they did, to be honest.
I mean, that's really kind of like the only thing to do.
Look, on the New York subway, shit happens, and like you don't even want to know. Like you don't want to go down. You don't know this is just some corny viner. Like this could be. You don't want to go into their world. Mm-hmm. On the New York subway, shit gets weird, and all of a sudden you know what I mean. This guy's got a grenade in his pocket, and he's talking about trying to kill Toucan Sam. What's the name of the guy from Fruity Pebbles?
Yeah, that's Toucan Sam.
Yeah, he's talking about jihading G-Cat.
People are all pissed about Toucan Sam. They redesigned him this past week.
Oh,
really?
Oh, well, let's look into that.
You want to see take a look at new Toucan Sam.
Toucan Sam is Fruit Loops.
Yeah, didn't he say Fruit Loops?
He said
I thought it was Fruit Loops in there.
Yeah, I thought
You said Fruity Pebbles.
Oh, huge difference. Wait.
That's a big difference.
And to all my homies with hairy backs, this one struck out to me. This one's actually not from TikTok. I found this just casually browsing Instagram. And I was like, there's like a whole new genre on Instagram videos of barbers doing like crazy fades and stuff. So I expected to see the dude get his back shaved or something. But what I did see shocked me. We're going to have to remove the audio from this. But here. And what I found was the dude was just getting like blow dried. His back hair was just getting blow dried.
Is this real? I feel like that's too insane to be real.
What, the back hair or the blow drying?
The back hair.
That's real back hair,
and
dude.
Plus blow drying.
The blow drying, I'm not sure if people go and get their back hair done. You know what look good is bleached tips. That's definitely real back hair, though.
Why is the shoulder area so clean?
He shaved that, so it doesn't show over the hairline. Damn, barbers put up with a lot of shit. Like I can't imagine blow drying a dude's back hair like so casually as he is. I guess if you got that much back hair, you better glow up.
It's crazy.
Yeah. Salt Bae. Yeah, Salt Bae keeps coming up on my feed. I've talked about him a lot. He's obsessed with he's obsessed when he comes out with a steak, and anytime some girl with like big titties comes to his restaurant, he insists on putting the meat on the edge of a knife and feeding them. Mm-hmm. And what seems to be like a forced sexual act. But the girls seem down. But this one struck out to me because this one's a little kid he's forced eating. And I'm kind of so over Salt Bae. Like, first of all, can we all agree that this is no way to season your food? Especially if you've got a nice steak. I mean, this is just no way to season your food. He just dumped a pound of salt on it, right? And so he's not using the knife, but his dirty-ass meat gloves is going right into the kid's mouth. And of course she doesn't want it. You're a weird dude. And his knife is pointing at her, too. Like, isn't that etiquette not to point your knife at people? Imagine this strange man is trying to force meat into your mouth with a dirty glove and his knife is pointing at you. I'm not enjoying this. I don't like that.
The parents are so excited about it, though.
Take the meat. Look at him. He looks like he's going to murder her. Look at that posture with the knife. Yeah. I can't get enough of Salt Bae. But I do not recommend seasoning your food like that, God damn it. It's starting to piss me off with the shoulder sprinkle. Enough Salt Bae. Next. Eli, I've got new bad tattoos for you to rate. This one's been showing up in my feed a lot. And I just need to get your take on it. The dude has, like, honestly, a really impressive 3D.
I hate it.
You hate it?
It's so bad.
It's impressive, though.
I hate it.
So the guy's got like a black hole on his dome, and it's really impressively done from a 3D point of view. Although, if you look at it from another angle, would it look
probably
good?
looks
I was about to say
weird.
no.
Only from this one angle.
So that I'd like to see it from any other angle. It probably looks quite weird.
I hate it.
You don't like
awful.
that? You wouldn't approve if I got that.
It's awful.
Well, the good news about the dome tat
No
is you can
good
just
news.
grow your hair out.
No good news about it.
You could just grow your hair out. Damn, I'd hate to run into that guy in the New York subway with a tub of cereal. I'd be like, holy shit, what is he gonna do with that cereal? Okay, so how does this fit? Is this worse than Ben's?
Yeah.
There you go. No hesitation. No hesitation.
It's really bad.
Is this the worst?
I don't know who the guy is,
He's just, I think, just some
but
dude. It's actually Kevin Costner. You can't tell from that.
I really hate it when I actually see a worse tattoo because it ruins the magic. But this is kind of the worst tattoo, probably.
What do you guys think? Do you think it's kind of cool? Oh, you can't see it. God damn it. Well, you
No,
can
I have it pulled up. I see it.
So what do you think? Is it cool or is it the worst tattoo ever?
I don't know. Like, it's good execution.
From
I mean,
that
obviously,
one
like you
angle.
said, it only works from one particular angle. Like, if you were to rotate around the back of this guy's head a little bit, it would look
But
like
even
shit.
beyond that, it's just such a visual nightmare. All this black on your head. A lot of solid black.
And it's kind of like scary. It makes
Yeah.
me feel uncomfortable. It's
It
like a
makes
David
me really
Cronenberg
uncomfortable.
movie. It's like body horror.
Yeah.
Like its skull has been like smashed in. And then he
It just is
tattooed
like,
over it.
how fucked up are you, dude, that you're willing to put that on your dome?
But like, yeah, again, I mean, I guess credit to the artist for successfully, getting the optical illusion to work.
Absolutely.
Right.
Right? I mean, the shading is good.
It's creepy.
The lines are all there,
Yeah.
If we ever get divorced, Hila, this is what I'm going to do.
Great. You'll be...
I'll show you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No more you don't control me anymore. And then there was another phenomenon I noticed. People are getting COVID-19 tattoos, and I don't get it. Are we already
get it.
memorializing? How do you say it when they sell those like commemorative coins? Commemorative
Yeah.
COVID-19 tattoos.
But it's like, well, as you'll see, I guess we should look at them first. But they're all just honoring like the first week of the pandemic, really.
Right. I mean, you guys can't commemorate something that isn't over yet.
Right.
So people are getting Corona-19
Toilet paper.
So I guess that's funny, but golly.
Why would you want a toilet paper tattoo on you?
Well, and as you'll see, this is what I was hinting at there. They're almost all toilet paper themed.
Like, is there
and
anything
the whole toilet
worse?
paper thing, that was only like the first week. Like, there's toilet paper now. It's not hard to find toilet paper anymore.
This one is
now
a
you're
Corona
stuck with the
bottle.
stupid toilet paper tattoo.
Well, never forget. Never forget. We've got
Never forget
that's
that
the
one
idea.
week.
Yeah, never forget.
Where
That
we
one
almost
week
ran
where it
out
was
of
kinda
toilet
hard to
paper.
find toilet
Man, you ever gone a
Yeah.
week without wiping your ass, Dan? Never forget, bro.
Did
I guess
anyone
not.
even have to do that though? I don't think so. Did anyone really have a full week of no toilet paper?
Probably somewhere. I mean, this guy might have. He got a tattoo about it.
I don't think people really got to that point.
Did you guys ever get dangerously low on toilet paper?
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't use it, so I wouldn't know.
There you go.
Wait. Wait, I need to revisit. You wash
You're
your
just saying
ass
you
in the
don't wipe
sink
your
or
ass.
something?
Yeah, with the bar of soap.
Is that what happens in Zach's
Baby
house?
wipes.
I use baby
Oh,
wipes.
baby wipes.
Yeah. Good
What?
for you.
still after everything we've learned on the show.
Yeah, what
how it
about the
destroys your
monster?
plumbing.
The sewage monster.
I don't care. I gotta have a clean out.
That's
Bro,
a
do your
truthful
parents
answer.
know that you do that?
They use
You're only
wipes,
destroying their plumbing.
The
They use wipes
sewage
too. You gotta have
monster
a
is
clean
real.
out.
No. The truth is that
Yeah.
it doesn't destroy the house's plumbing. It just destroys the
The
city's
city.
plumbing.
Oh, okay. That's much better.
So-
What were those things called? Like the giant
Fatberg.
Bird balls or
Yeah.
fatberg or whatever.
Fat burger.
So we have got some of your shit building up in the city Fatberg.
Bro, that's fucked up. We've come so. I thought we would come further than this.
Yeah, I thought as a
it's been part of
show-
like the arc of this
Listen,
story.
I
I
thought
can't-
as a show there was a learning curve here. And
Yeah,
a
exactly.
paradigm shift.
Do you
I
guys not
can't-
use baby wipes anymore?
No.
No, I actually don't use anything. I'm zero. I'm just all bidet.
Bidet man.
I
Look
even
at how
have.
much Ethan has grown.
Yeah.
Remember when this all started?
Yeah,
He was like,
it
"That
is
is
true.
you were disgusted
Yes.
by
There
bidets. You were
is
like,
really
that is
been
insane."
a full journey, a
Yeah.
full cyclical journey. The bidet I have even dries my ass.
No way.
It
I
shoots
don't
hot air
use
at my
that
ass.
feature.
Wait,
I
you got
do.
the Toto one, like the
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, that's fucking hype.
milks my
Great band.
prostate, and I just come all over my knees. It puts in a probe up my ass.
I feel like I don't have time to dry. I go
It
without
takes too long.
It's too long. Ethan's there for like 30 minutes.
It does
I
take
got,
too long.
I got stuff to do.
I gotta ask you because I've used my grandmother used to have those. Does it? You get over the tickle on your butthole like when you
Yeah.
first do it? It tickles your ass.
Yeah, you
It
get
doesn't
over
really
that.
tickle. Maybe at first.
At the first
Yeah.
couple times, you're like, oh shit.
Yeah.
You get over that.
Still, my favorite thing about it is the warm seat.
Warm seat, warm water.
Wow.
But it's
Living-
funny because
living
we
in
got
luxury.
we got it just before the pandemic, and like it's such a crazy timing because we actually
I should get a tattoo with a bidet that says
Yeah.
Corona 19. So anyway, this guy's tattoo is a Corona beer with a lime on top and viruses inside of the bottle with a Corona 19. This kind of looks like a dagger. I think it's meant to be like a parody of like the dagger tattoo that you sometimes see. Coronavirus survivor with a roll of toilet paper. Well, it's a
You're
little
not a
premature.
survivor yet.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Nobody. You can't call yourself a survivor, man.
it's not over.
You've got plenty of time to drop
I
dead
can't
stuff.
think of a worse item to want to be tattooed on me forever than toilet paper. Like it's just the worst. It's visually boring. Reminds me of poop.
I would imagine that these people aren't too concerned about the real estate value. Like, they probably have a shitload of tats. It just gets melted in there, you know? Here is a very intricate drawing of a virus looking like Disney style holding a toilet paper. Here is COVID-19 on toilet paper.
Everyone is so original. with the toilet
Survived.
paper.
You didn't survive, bro. It says survive with a virus with a mask that says COVID-19. Bro, you did not survive. You cannot get that.
How did they even get the tattoo? I thought businesses are not open, like non-essential.
You specifically didn't survive because you're out getting tattoos. Your ass is going to be in a cardboard box before the end of the year. I'm sure of it.
UPS Underground.
This one is just a really colorful purple, yellow, and red virus.
The mask one looks like it says COVID-13.
Wait, which one?
The 9 looks like a 3.
Just
I
one.
don't think they're that far yet, Zach. You're jumping ahead.
Oh, you're
Jumping ahead.
Oh, yeah. This one is another Corona. Golly, you guys got to stop doing this. Stop doing this, please. COVID-13.
Yeah,
yes.
it does.
So is this a joke? What am I? Did they really get a tattoo and say COVID-13? They got the number wrong. It's a mask and it just says COVID-13.
When I found this one, I fucking died. I mean, maybe it was intentional. I feel like it was
Is
probably
this the arm?
a mistake.
Like,
That looks like the leg, the back of the leg.
oh.
Bro, you
You
are
really
the
wanna
dumbest
walk
person
around with that?
alive. COVID-13. And everybody who sees this is going to be like, dude, COVID-13, you are so dumb. He'll have to fix that. You could, finish the... Social distancing butterfly, a roll of toilet paper.
Wow.
A Fallout. This one is somewhat original. We've got a Fallout character with half skeleton and a toilet paper roll, COVID-19, and somebody shitting blood and a bat hanging on his arm. COVID-19 does not make you shit blood as far as
Yeah.
I'm aware, but don't
Different
tell him
problem
that.
there.
Blood. I think that's just a little
Oh,
trail.
just poop.
A little
Does-
poopy trail.
Oh, just because there's no
Oh,
toilet
he's
paper.
just... Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Apologies for misinterpreting. More toilet paper, more Corona, more staying alive. At least he didn't claim to survive it. I mean, these are getting exhausting. There's way too many of these, you
These
guys.
are so awful.
Okay. Well, I'm getting a tattoo on my forehead that says COVID-19 survivor. That's the best way to make sure you die from this.
Yeah.
Just put a tattoo that you're a survivor.
We are past time for our second break. Let's do the other read.
Let's give a big, warm thank you to Stamps.com. And what a better time to use Stamps.com than now. Let's avoid crowds. But we need to mail stuff, right? So if you need to send postage and letters and packages out, use Stamps.com. Anything you can do at the post office, you can do at Stamps.com. Printing postage on demand and skipping lines and crowds at the post office. Plus, you actually save money with discounts that you can't even get at the post office. Stamps.com brings you all the services of the U.S. Postal Service right to your computer in the safety and comfort of your own home, office, or anywhere else you are hunkering down in right now. Whether you're a small business sending invoices, an online seller shipping out product, or you're just working from home and need to mail stuff, Stamps.com can handle it all with ease. Simply use your computer to print official U.S. postage 24/7 for any letter, any package, any class of mail, anywhere you want to send. Once your mail is ready, just leave it for your mail carrier, schedule a free pickup, and drop it off at a mailbox. No human contact required. It's that simple. And like I said, with Stamps.com, you get great discounts too. 5 cents off every first-class stamp, and up to 40% off USPS shipping rates. And now, in addition to offering discounted U.S. Postal Service rates, Stamps.com is also offering UPS services with discounted rates up to 62%.
Whoa.
That is outrageous. Plus, with Stamps.com, you won't even have to pay UPS residential surcharges. Wasn't aware those were a thing, but hey. Stamps.com is a no-brainer, especially now, saving you time, money, and keeping you safe in these crazy times. So for our listeners right now, get a special offer that includes a 4-week trial, plus free postage and a digital scale without any long-term commitment. Go to Stamps.com, click on the microphone at the top of the homepage, and type in H3. That's Stamps.com, enter H3. Stay safe, my friends. Thank you to our sponsor. So, 90 Day Fiancé, Before the 90 Days, is a show that is dear and near and close to our heart. Big Ed, friend of the show, obviously in close contact with him. They put a tight lid on Big Ed, though. They've got Ed on a short leash. But let me tell you, Jeffrey, okay, the guy that we spoke about in our last show, who went to Russia to find a bride, in the newest episode, she rejected his engagement.
Yeah.
Which was pretty epic. Because we found out that he has a rich criminal history that she didn't know at the time. But Jeffrey... This is so epic, you guys. We are becoming so entangled with the cast of this show. Jeffrey addressed us on an Instagram live video.
Sort of.
Well, sort of. But I'm thinking maybe we can get Jeffrey. We got to reach out to Jeffrey.
Mm-hmm.
Because I feel like they can't control Jeffrey. He's off the rails. Big Ed cares, right? Big Ed cares. He wants to be a part of the show because Jeffrey, he's already been banned from the reunion.
Mm-hmm.
They've already kicked Jeffrey out of the club, so they've got nothing on Jeff. We have to get Jeffrey to call in. Zach, figure that out. You're the guy to do that.
I will get on that.
If you need me to follow him,
Jeffrey, are you gonna watch it?
Yeah, he's the dude with the nipple tats. If you need me to follow him on my account and message him, I'll do that too. We'll come at it at all angles.
Okay, cool.
But here he is on a live stream addressing all the allegations because people were saying he was a spousal abuser. We had said that. That's what I heard. And Jeffrey is attempting to correct the record here on a live stream. So.
Holy smokes. All these people raked up all these views and all these clicks that you clicked on for money that they made because you read it and you looked at it and you questioned me. And it was all based on rumors and lies. Isn't that amazing how that works? Just think about that for my life right now. Okay? A lot of what you're reading is based on lies and rumors. Made up, fictional BS and rumors. It made me happy. You know, watching the show was sad in a sense, but it also made me happy.
It's kind of crazy.
I heard it on an H3.
He seems like a little loose, or I don't want to call the guy crazy, but he seems a little.
Or maybe drunk or something.
Yeah, he might be drunk, but he's a. But let's hear the guy out.
But it also made me happy. I heard it on an H3 podcast. See, all this smack out there is such bullshit. Realize that. You know, everything that you're reading, it just, man, it's just meant for money. It's fake news. You know, it is fake news. Will I date another Russian? I don't know. Everyone makes mistakes. I did pay my something other. You still have those nipple tats. I do still have the nipple tats, so that's not fake news. That's coming straight from the...
So Jeffrey's obviously upset about the allegations. The thing is that the nipple tats offend me more than the spousal abuse, and that's not fake news. But I looked into it because I said, oh, well, Jeffrey, the last thing I want to do is accuse or insinuate in any way that that he's guilty of any kind of crime. That, I mean, obviously I was reporting on something else someone else had reported on. So we looked into it. Let's see. He confessed on the show to serving time in prison more than 20 years ago. That's a long time for dealing drugs. And frankly, that didn't offend me that much, that the guy got, you know, I could have gone to jail for selling drugs.
That didn't sound like much at all, which is why I was actually really rooting for him on the show.
Yeah, I was like, man, this is bullshit. Everyone's making this drug crime seem like such a big deal. But that's not the only legal trouble he's been in. He's also been indicted by a grand jury late last year for aggravated kidnapping, domestic assault, interference with emergency call, vandalism after a girlfriend alleged that he had violently grabbed her by the neck and slammed her head into the wall, according to court documents obtained by Oxygen.com. So I'm not making this up. I mean, I don't know if the claims are true or not, but I'm not just making shit up out of thin air. But I'd love to hear Jeffrey's side of the story. The reality star's criminal past and the current allegations against him even prompted some TLC fans to start a Change.org petition. See, I'm not signing any petitions, Jeffrey. I just want you to know that. Remove him from TLC shows. Well, they did boot him, but hey, I'm not signing this petition. I ain't got all the facts here, Jeff. Whoa, look at the signatures going up. This thing is active, you guys. Wow. Serving time. He was arrested in 1990 in Tennessee for possession of a Scheduled 6? Is there a Scheduled 6 controlled substance? How many schedules are there?
I mean, I've only heard of like 1 and 2.
Yeah, what the fuck is a Schedule 6?
Schedule 6 are drugs that have a relatively low potential for abuse.
Oh, so the guy was selling weed, probably. Or something even...
weed is Schedule 1, which is insane. But
It is?
Oh, maybe I'm wrong about that. It's like way higher than it should be.
So Schedule 6, what is Schedule 6? Advil?
Yeah, I don't know. That doesn't sound very very threatening.
He pleaded guilty to the charges against him and was sentenced to 11 months. Man, they threw the book at him for selling a bunch of Advil.
No, here it is. Marijuana is also a Class 1, aka Schedule 1 drug, despite it being legal in some states.
That's crazy. So Schedule 1's like heroin, cocaine, and all that crazy shit?
Heroin, LSD, cocaine, and
weed?
marijuana.
That's fucked up, bro. So what the fuck is a Schedule 6?
Yeah.
All right, well, here's the thing. A scheduled, I just Googled it. Schedule 6 includes marijuana, which is a low risk of physical dependency in contrast with many other drugs.
I love that.
What
It's
are you
either
looking at it?
I love that
both?
marijuana is either 1 or 6.
Well, I think is it a state by state thing or is it a federal?
That's a federal.
I'm talking about I'm talking about the DEA.
I mean, yeah, that's a federal.
The DEA doesn't even list 6. What the fuck is Schedule 6?
So it must be a Tennessee
I'm going to
thing.
5.
I'm
So
reading
wait.
marijuana and salvia. That's what I'm reading.
Oh, salvia.
But you got to remember, this is also in Tennessee too.
So wait, what's the Schedule 6 in salvia? Salvia, you can buy that shit at a head shop.
But that's in
No, not
California.
anymore. They got rid of that.
Oh,
No, you
when I
still
was a
can.
kid, you could.
You still can.
Wait, hold up. Where?
I wouldn't recommend it either to anybody. That shit is straight up. That shit is.
Wait, where do you get that shit? It really still sells salvia in fucking head shops?
Dude, I haven't been a head shot in a decade. I don't know.
It's been a while for me too, but that's
Head
crazy.
shops.
If so, that shit is.
God, head shop is so cringy. It's like the rite of passage of any teenager. When you walk in, you're like, "Oh shit, I shouldn't be in here.
This is illegal, bro."
Insane."
This is so dope.
It smells like nong chapa. What is that shit they always burn?
Nag champa.
Yeah, the incense.
I love that shit.
Incense, not incest.
Incest.
I always mix up incest and incense. One's fucking your brother, and one's a nice, pleasant smelling aroma.
Very different.
And one is what me and Ela do.
Right. Which is the nice aroma.
No, when brothers and sisters fuck. And one smells like Zach burns it in his room. Do you burn incense? Incense. Do you burn incense, Zach?
I do not know.
Oh,
I do.
Oh, Dan does.
I got a box of Nag champa at home.
There you go. You see, you got namchaka, bro. You got namchaka, bro. Bro, let's hit some salvia. That drug's so fucked up. So what the hell? This guy went to jail for a year for selling Advil. Scheduled 6.
Dude, I'm still confused. I'm on the DEA.gov on their drug scheduling, and there is no Schedule 6.
So look for
maybe this was
Tennessee.
something
It
20
must
years
be
ago.
Tennessee.
Tennessee.
Yeah, maybe.
Look up Tennessee Scheduled 6 controlled substance.
It says marijuana and salvia, and including poppers.
Bro, he was selling poppers. Bro, motherfucking year. He must have had a lot, right? Like, why would they charge him for that? I mean, I don't know if Tennessee's crazy. Why didn't I just wish? Because in the show, he's always like, "I've changed. I'm different." Why don't you just say I was selling popper? Like, I wasn't even hard drugs. Did a year in prison 20 years ago. I wouldn't hold that against the guy. Okay.
Right.
Let's move on. Marion O'Brien, public information officer, declined to provide details about the arrest. All right, fascinating. So this is the allegation that troubles me. The drug selling I don't care about. In fact, I feel bad for him. Victim of the war on drugs, as they say. But what hasn't been addressed on the show is his domestic violence arrest in 2019. His girlfriend at the time called 911 to report that she had allegedly been attacked by him. The woman told authorities that he was intoxicated, grabbed her by the neck, and slammed her head against a wall several times. That sounds horribly violent. In a later petition filed to seek an order of protection, she said he repeatedly slammed her head into the hardwood floor? Jesus. Here's an article about it that I guess happened at the time. Oh, it's just old news. It's kind of the same shit we just read. He dragged me through the house by the hair and continued throwing my body into walls and furniture. Jesus. I know this because of blood on the walls, furniture, etc. She also told authorities that he disabled her phone so she couldn't call for help. A paramedic who arrived at the scene determined that the woman exhibited common signs of a concussion, was taken to a local hospital by her neighbor for further medical evaluation. Officers at the scene also noted that he had scratch marks on his stomach and chest, which appeared to be self-inflicted? How could you tell if they were self-inflicted or not?
I think they can tell. They have.
He appeared at an arraignment on the charges in January and told the Knoxville News Sentinel that he was not guilty. He believed his ex-girlfriend had pursued the charges because of a pending child custody case involving another woman. He also addressed the allegations against him in a recent Instagram post that we have since watched. So what do you make of that? It sounds like the professionals who showed up on the scene, the forensic evidence did not support his claim. Seems like the forensic evidence supported the woman's claim that he had violently harmed her. The self-inflicted wounds is weird because does that imply that he had DNA
Right.
under his nails that they could like. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, I think they have ways to
because
tell,
that's
basically.
super crazy. If he actually self-inflicted wounds on his chest and stomach to make it look like she.
Like there was a battle.
Yeah. That doesn't sound good, Jeffrey. I gotta tell you, man. I read that hoping to exonerate you because I wanted to see the best, but boy, that actually made me more scared of you. And actually, I don't really want to talk to him on the show anymore after reading that.
Good.
So, what
I
do
was
you think?
surprised when you said that. I was like, I hope he's not serious.
Well, I thought, he, yeah, no, I don't. This sounds really bad. This sounds really bad.
Not
Cancel
good.
the call. Cancel the call to him, Zach. That sounds crazy. My boy Jeff. I mean, look, how sane can you be when you have nipple tats, ultimately? Like,
Wow.
no, I'm serious. Listen, he's got full flame nipple tats. Like, I mean, who do you believe? The guy with nipple tats?
I haven't seen her. I don't know.
Good point. We haven't seen her.
The girl. But you know,
She
I was
might have
really,
a black hole tattooed on
I
her
was
head.
really impressed with Varya's judgment.
Yeah, me
which
too.
is the girl
Yeah.
that he was dating, because from what was presented on the show, it seemed like they were having a great time, and he was just being nice, and everything. So when he proposed, and she was like, "I'm not ready." I was surprised, but we know more than she knew at the time.
Right.
And
If
she, I don't know if she read between the lines, if she saw stuff they don't show, in the edits, but such an interesting. The season is just insane. It's
the
like
best.
the best television right now.
It's the best reality season of any show I've ever seen, and it's not over yet. I agree with you because at first, my first impression was like, "Oh, she's just trying to get to America. She's on a site dating specifically for American guys, and then you find out before all this that she's talking to other American guys,
Right.
and you're like, "Oh man, you're on his side all the way." But
she wasn't, actually.
But I think what happened was probably that she wanted to be nice and not. She didn't want to spoil the time together.
Mm-hmm.
But I think she probably immediately was like, "This guy's fucking crazy,"
I guess so.
Fascinating. I mean, guys, you got to watch Before the 90 Day. But Jeffrey's off the chain right now. His handlers have lost control. Now, Ian, I want specifically you to weigh in on this because you are our pop culture. You're dialed in. So, Ian, tell me what you think about Doja Cat promising that she will show her boobs if her song "Say So" reached number one. Her song reached number one, and she reneged. I don't want to. What's the word? Renege to renegotiate. Renege, right? Renege. Yeah. And then she reneged on her promise. Now, Ian, what is your? Let me bring everyone up to date here first, okay? Before you weigh in. So she tweeted out, "If Say So hits number one, I'll show you guys my boobs really hard." 400,000 likes, 50,000 retweets. People go crazy trying to get it number one. I got to mute this real fast, but Ela, take note of this. This guy goes on it, and he's playing it on what can only be described as 50 phones and computers and televisions. This guy wants to see those titties. Real bad. The song did reach number one. Nicki Minaj saying thank you and asking, "When are you showing them titties, girl?" Because Nicki Minaj is a girl of the streets, and frankly, word is bond where she comes from. And if your word isn't your bond, then what is exactly? What is your bond, right? And so here's her video saying that no, she will not be making good on her promise to show titties.
Oh my god. I just realized I have to show my boobs real hard. I'm just gonna be honest with you guys. I did play you. I'm not showing my boobs real hard, man. You got fucking played. You got fucking played. Look at yourself.
Well, I have to say that I frankly just think it's not right that she would make such a claim and to just clearly renege on an agreement when people rode for her. Nicki Minaj, who's a girl of the street, by the way, looks like a fool now. And really, I just feel like Doja Cat, whoever she is, I'm not even familiar with her, has lost all credibility. And the next time, people are going to think twice about any promises she makes. Ian, what is your take on this?
I mean, if she promises to show him again and you're still giving her credibility, I think you kind of goofed a little bit. It seems people that believed her kind of deserve to get played.
Why
do you say that? Did she do this before? Is this the second time?
No, but I mean, come on.
Why come on? You would expect to see some titties. I would expect a Twitter post of just titties. Why would people think that was a disingenuous offer? Because it wasn't like I'll show my it wasn't that crazy. Like I'll show my boobs. Like that seems reasonable. It wasn't like I will.
So if that's what is crazy to you, like
she was like, oh, I'll do a DP video. I mean, I don't know. Titties ain't that crazy. I mean,
then if she said I'm gonna post a DP, you'll go, no.
That's obviously not
falling
happening.
for that.
Yeah, but titties is very believable. That's like being. It's a very reasonable thing to offer for a number one hit, I think. But you are defending Doja Cat. You think that people were foolish to believe that she would show her titties.
I think people were a little foolish. Yeah, I think people got played. In her words, yeah.
Mm. So Ian's take is.
It seems like people keep getting played. Like with Belle Delphine, they got played, and they got upset.
That was, you know what? That wasn't a lie. She was doing a goof. Doja Cat lied. I'm gonna defend Belle Delphine here real quick. She said I'm gonna do porn, and she put up all these. She said I'm gonna put videos on Pornhub, and it was a goof.
You writing for Belle Delphine. What a shocker.
Yeah, but Doja Cat just straight up lied.
Are you simping right now?
I've never paid Belle Delphine in $1.
Is your Belle Delphine subscription still active? What's going on over there?
Zach, he's asking you.
Oh, Zach, right. Zach.
Still on that Patreon?
No idea what the fuck you're talking about.
Oh, no? Okay.
Mom's the word, Zach. We'll keep it quiet.
Just between us.
Just between us boys.
Talk to me, baby.
Talk to me, baby. Listen, I
did kind of have a feeling like, just show it. It's just boobs. Just show it.
I kind of think she'd play it. I frankly think it's not right.
But
I think she owes the world a titty shot.
It's not like putting Alfredo sauce up your vagina.
Exactly. That's what I mean. It's not that far-fetched. She owes the world a titty shot. And in this day and age, you have these pop stars, they're basically just like, they show everything, right?
Yeah, I mean, they're almost naked anyway already.
I demand to see them titties.
People did get played. Like that one guy with all those screens.
Yeah, I mean, that guy deserves titties.
He kind of needs to think again about his life.
Here, there's a bunch of articles about she lied. Let's see. Nicki Minaj asked Doja Cat to deliver on her breast showing challenge. Oof. She admits she lied. Daily Mail. Doja Cat reveals she lied. Oof. Wow. Tough. Nicki Minaj wants to see them titties. Doja Cat admits she played fans about showing boobs. Damn. Doja Cat lied about showing her titties. She admit. Wow, everybody picked up the story, huh? Horny men are upset that Doja Cat trolled them with a promise of boobs. Listen, I'm not horny. I'm not trying to jerk off. I just think that promises made, promises kept. Do you know what I mean?
My God, I love her.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised by your take, but I respect it, Ian. I think we should boycott Doja Cat until we see them titties. Okay. Dan, you haven't chimed in. And Zach, I want to know what everyone thinks.
What, that if we're owed titties or not?
Yes.
Well, I'm not owed anything because I didn't listen to the song.
People
so
who listen
I don't
to
really
the
have a horse in
song,
this race.
Dan.
Are they owed?
Yes.
No, I'm kind of with Ian. Like, if you really believe that, you're kind of you're a doofus. I mean, let's be real.
I just don't find the claim to be that unbelievable. Zach, I know where you fall.
I mean,
why is it? Of course, it's unbelievable. What pop star would ever do that?
Dude, a ton of pop stars that show titty.
What's the precedent for pop stars showing titties?
Well, that's what was so incredible about it. But no, there's a lot of pop stars that show titties. What are you talking about?
Name one.
Miley Cyrus.
Exposed breasts?
Lady Gaga. Yeah,
dude, she's like straight up vag, bruh. Yeah, Lady Gaga. Like, she's butt-ass naked.
Are you saying like their outfits are extremely
no,
skimpy?
naked,
or
butt naked.
They've shown themselves
straight up
completely
naked.
Okay.
There's like a trillion images of Miley Cyrus naked. Not that I've seen them. Lady Gaga's definitely been naked.
Look, both arguments are very valid here because
Zach.
On one hand, you gotta love that there's this horny kids that are upset.
Well, people who are genuinely upset, I think, are ridiculous.
Exactly.
I
So
mean,
you gotta love that.
Yeah, like the people who were genuinely upset at Belle Delphine was quite funny.
So that's that.
Zach?
To give my take, I mean, I'm not a fan of Doja Cat or know her music, but I feel like if you promise something, you're kind of owed it, right?
Promises made, promises kept. It's simple. It's simple mathematics here, folks. It's just a human condition that we all live in. The golden rule. The promise wasn't so outrageous that it would be interpreted as unbelievable. That's my problem with it. Show some titty. #1 song. An outrageous achievement and an outrageous reward. Let's move on. Doja Cat lied to the world, and she must be. We need to do a change.org to suspend to boycott all of her music from now on. Joey Salads was banned from Twitter. Now my heart goes out to poor Joey, but I was laughing quite a bit. Now, Joey Salads, if anyone spent any time on Twitter in the past 6 months or something, you've seen that Joey Salads has been spamming the mother living god out of any political posts, Trump tweets, AOC tweets, whatever it is. Joey Salad leaves like a really corny, obvious pandering comment that gets just like likes from, it's like the most obvious comment you can leave when you're pandering to one political side, right? Mm-hmm. And then under that, he would go, subscribe to my podcast. Mm-hmm. The dude must have been posting like 1,000 times a day. And here's an example of some. Let's have a look. I love Joey. He's always scheming. Oh, yeah. When he got banned, Joey Salads was trending under food. It's fucking hilarious. Rip Joey Salads tried to give himself a blowjob with a gas station tire inflator, but got the tip stuck in the peel, exploding his balls and dick. What the fuck was this copy pasta, Dan? I saw this and you seemed to understand.
Somebody posted it up and it went viral and it just got repeated a million times. I was seeing it everywhere. Cracking me up.
Apparently.
People posting like fake news articles about it.
So, and then another one. Society, now that Joey Salads is banned from Twitter, it's a perfect utopia. Very happy I can stop seeing Joshua for Congress and Joey Salads under every vaguely political tweet. Apparently there's someone else who got banned too. But I will
I think
admit
that dude was like some guy who was running. He was like a left wing dude who was supposed to be running for Congress, and he's constantly asking for money. And I think he just like straight up dipped, like just like disappeared, took everybody's money.
it's amazing how
Oh
people
my
can make a
God.
name for themselves just spamming in certain
Spamming
circles.
Twitter.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
But the funny thing is that, I guess Joey texted me right when this happened. And he didn't want me to think that he died giving himself a blowjob with a gas station tire inflator that got stuck in his BO, exploding his ball and dick. So he texted me to let me know that whatever I was hearing wasn't true.
His
That
dick is okay.
He just got banned for spamming. He wanted me to know that.
Thank you for the update.
And I asked him, do you think it was politically motivated? He said, no, he didn't. So that was refreshing.
Wow.
Really? He
Some
said
logic
Yeah,
came out of Joey.
He said he didn't think it was politically motivated. He think it was just for spamming.
I don't believe it.
Wow.
I'll show you the text.
He's just pandering to you.
Maybe, but I'll show you the text.
He doesn't believe it.
Is that really what he's saying publicly? I feel like there's.
I don't know what he
way
said
he's
publicly, but I'll
spinning
read you
this
the
I
text.
think he's just
him being
pandering
censored.
to Ethan.
Oh yeah, he was showing me how piss drinking Nazi was #1 trending, which was so funny because every time Joey Solids would leave one of his comments, there was always other people that followed him around and posted pictures of him in the Nazi.
Or him drinking his own pee.
Yeah, there was a collage of him in a Nazi flare and drinking his own pee.
My background right now.
Yeah.
Right. Let's see here.
I wanted
He
to do
said-
the P one, but I felt like.
Actually, okay, so I don't want to misquote him. He said, they banned me for spam. I assume it's because I replied to all the tweets saying to follow me and sub to my podcast, but I've been doing this for 6 months, and those tweets would always get reported, but Twitter was never... He was saying they never warned him. So he was upset that they did never warn him. And I said, do you think it's a conspiracy? He
They
said...
kind of have other shit to do.
Right. Well,
How about just don't spam?
I kind of agree that it was pretty spammy. But then he said, I don't think it's a conspiracy. That's what he said. I just think it's not transparent the way they banned me out of nowhere.
Not really out of nowhere.
But the good news for
When you're
Joey...
spamming for 6 months.
The good news for Joey is that he has an appeal pending.
Wow.
So we eagerly await to see the result of that.
Will he work his way back onto the platform?
I doubt it.
Go the way of so many other Trump reply guys.
Oh, is there a long, rich history of them being banned?
Yeah, well, there was like, I don't know if you remember, a few years ago there was these two brothers. They're like identical twins that would reply to every Trump tweet about, like, "Sir, you're gonna go to jail soon, sir."
No,
yeah,
I don't follow.
What the fuck are their names? You know what I'm talking about? Ian, you would know.
Doesn't sound familiar.
That doesn't ring a bell.
They
have some like weird name, the Crass brothers or something like that.
So it crosses political lines, the banning.
Wait, the Krasensteins.
The Krasensteins. That's it. The Krasenstein brothers. There's these two dopes that were like total like, Robert Mueller is coming for you, bro. Like just spamming Trump every, within 10 seconds of him posting. And then they both got banned for like vote manipulation. Like they were buying likes and all kinds of stuff.
Wow, that's embarrassing.
So Joey's going up to heaven to meet the Krasensteins.
Dude, anyone that wades into the responses to Trump tweets is asking to ruin their own day. I mean, that is just such a cesspool.
It's the worst.
On both sides,
there's a whole like cast of characters. You see the same people all the time. There's that stupid like NPR looking dude, like Jeff Tish.
I mean,
who's
Joey
like, somehow like the top reply every single time.
Yeah, Joey was
every single time
I
the
love
top one.
Do you know
for
what I
me.
love? I agree. It's because you follow him, but I would see all the same characters. He was.
But I think I follow, but I muted him because I can't stand his
Oh.
political.
Well, you don't have to worry about seeing
views.
him anymore.
So
on
yeah,
Twitter.
thank you.
I'd love to see a Broadway musical about Trump, the whole Trump reply squad.
Yeah.
Like the conservatives, the liberals, and then Daddy Trump.
Doctor Dude, Dr. Goo.
Yeah,
is
I see
another one that you always see on there. Like, how dare you, sir?
How dare you, sir?
How dare you, sir?
I will say to Joey's defense, I do have to just speak in honor of the truth. with the hashtag piss drinking Nazi. Now, I will say that this image of Joey with the swastika on his arm, first of all, if you plan on running for political office, don't go in public wearing a swastika in your arm for any reason. It's a hilarious image. But at any rate, what his experiment is like, I'm gonna go to a Trump rally dressed as a Nazi, and see if they accept me or rebuke me. And so that was his experiment, right? So just to give context to poor Joey, he's not a Nazi, but it is a hilarious image.
And the experiment wasn't that great to begin with.
No.
That said, the thing is, the other half of that hashtag is true. He did drink his own piss.
Piss drinking is irrefutable. And that is the main part here. Nazis.
He's just a piss drinker.
Funny
He's
to
not a
think
piss
how many
drinking
people
Nazi.
saw him drink his own pee. Like, how many people? Because on all those Trump tweets, he would reply, and then people replied to him with that gif of himself.
This is so funny now.
How many random people in the United States have seen Joey pee and drink
Millions,
it?
I would say, by this point.
Millions, yeah.
I love this. The girl who tweeted this, goodbye Joey Salads, piss drinking Nazi, she links to my video about how he faked the Trump car prank. And then people get angry, apparently, because I'm not, like, politically safe anymore. Yeah, I'm a Nazi, too. So then she has to quantify her original post by saying, I used this video because I remembered it showed the behind the scenes of the social experiment. I am not saying H3 is the top tier of sources. He just happened to use the clip I was looking for. So she is not endorsing me, to be clear. I just had the...
She's already canceled, though.
Oh, here's a link of Joey talking about being banned on his podcast, The Raging Patriot.
According to this, I got banned from Twitter, and I was using the Twitter for the growth. And the left got so happy that I got banned, they actually started trending piss drinking Nazi, and it got all the way up to number 2.
The left.
The left.
It's awesome.
Why was that so funny?
Twitter removed it from the
I just love this. I mean, this is a totally unexpected pivot by Joey to go into political commentary.
I mean, at least he's not trying to sell N95 non-existing masks.
Yeah, oh yeah, dude.
You know?
No, come on. Joey's trying to make an honest living, even if it's
compared to his colleagues.
Well, I guess it's really yes. Some of his contemporaries have committed much worse transgressions.
So the left, they report me, I get banned.
Am I the left?
Celebrate by trending me number 2 with a
So
derogatory
weird times.
hashtag.
The left doesn't want you.
Because I'm
Yeah,
being
who-
censored
oh, I was
so
like, who's
greatly,
behind him?
I will greatly appreciate
someone back
if
there.
you guys share my podcast.
There is?
And
Yeah,
I guess
there's
whatever
someone
other
sitting behind
social
him.
media platforms you follow me on the Twitter.
Just while he's
was my
doing his
main
Raging
one
Patriot
for my
podcast.
politics, and it's going to be hard for me to grow my podcast now without having any Twitter audience. So if you guys can please help me out, you can share my podcast, rate it 5 stars, like it, do whatever you can do to help me get the word out there, because
Poor
that's the
Joey.
only way I
Yeah.
can grow is if you guys.
I love that
help
his
me
only
grow.
growth
And I'm
strategy
gonna
was spamming Twitter. He's like, I'm so fucked now.
keep on doing my show. So today, Twitter banned me, and this is
Wait,
their
again?
reasoning.
Oh.
They said, hello, Joey Salads has been suspended for violating Twitter rules, specifically for violating our rules against platform manipulation and spam.
Sounds about
You may
right.
not use Twitter services in a manner intended to artificially amplify or suppress information or engage in behavior that manipulates or
I'm going to skip this. But if you want Joey Salad's political commentary, The Raging Patriot, you will not be seeing Joey Salad spam on Twitter anymore, unfortunately. But we do wish him the best because... why do we wish Joey Salad the best? Because he took pepper spray in the face for charity, goddammit, and we cherish that moment forever.
This is a stupid idea. Why did I do it?
But I'm
We will always have that.
Listen,
I'm definitely a little bit relieved to not have to see those stuff on Twitter all the time.
yeah, it was pretty
he pushed
eye-rolling.
it too far.
He pushed it way too far. He had to know that this day was coming. He can't sit there and act shocked.
Posted too much cringe, dude.
There's
He
so
lost
many.
all of his
There's a
subscribers.
limit to the cringe.
Bro, there's so many stories. What the fuck? I'm like I don't know where to go from here. Because I'm kind of done talking. Like I reach a certain point where my
But what
voice
about
starts to hurt.
what about 6ix9ine?
Yeah, I feel like we have to
Big
talk about
sad,
6ix9ine.
Big mad.
Let's put QB off for next time. QB.
Okay.
I'm not even gonna talk about it because I'll get so worked up about QB. Queeby.
Queeby?
Whatever the
Queeby?
fuck. Queeby.
Quibi?
These morons that spend $1 billion on the dumbest thing ever. And it's totally failing. But I'm not gonna get into that.
Oh,
That's a whole black hole.
I love that topic. Okay.
Also, the name sucks. Queeby.
Everything.
It's short for quick bite. Queeby. Why about just call it quick bite? Quick bite. That'd be better than Queeby.
Probably sounds more like a food delivery service.
But at least it means something and you can remember it. Queeby sounds like I don't know. Takashi, okay? Ian, listen carefully because you are definitely the resident expert here on all this shit. Takashi 6ix9ine was released out of jail because of COVID-19. Now, Takashi 6ix9ine went to jail for... What was it? What was his original crime? But he snitched on all of his gang members and they...
Like racketeering, right?
Ian?
Yeah, I think it was like a RICO charge with all these guys, all gang affiliations, multiple things.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a whole
pretty
bunch of
serious
stuff.
allegations.
So he just kind of got swept up in some general gang charges, it sounds like? Or was he explicitly involved in...
It was reduced by a good amount. If this didn't happen, he was supposed to be let out in August. I believe.
Holy shit. So he ratted out all of his gang members and the DA was like, cool, dude, 6 months, you're good. Anyway,
like the original sentence was 2 years.
That's a huge difference. He was looking at 35 to life, man.
Right.
Man, I'd snitch out my own fucking grandma. To go from 35 to life to 2 years, I'd snitch Ela out.
No, you wouldn't.
I'd be like, yeah, she did it. Ela did it.
How dare you?
I'm just kidding. I would
Dude.
go to jail for life for you, Ela, of course. I would say, I'm not saying nothing to you, pig. She did it. It was her.
I thought you were ride or die.
Yeah, but luckily we don't sell weapons and shit. My point being, first of all, Ela, I would never sell you out.
I thought you were ride or die.
I would never
I'm
sell
very
you out, and I
disappointed.
hope you would know that I was kidding. But the point being is that presented with 2 years versus 35 to life, boy, that's a good deal.
Yeah.
So he snitched everyone out. And then because of COVID-19 is ravaging prisons because of people are just packed in like sardines, perfect place for COVID to spread, they've been letting out a lot of low-risk offenders with their sentences almost up. A lot of people have been getting out early on house arrest. Some people, for example, R. Kelly, Bill Cosby, they tried their best. Even Harvey, they did not get out. Judge said, But Tekashi did get out. And I'm sure that a lot of people want to kill him. And that's going to be really interesting to follow. I wonder how long he'll survive. Do you think he'll be killed, Ian?
I mean, I'm sure he's being watched over very carefully. I mean, I don't know, but
I think he'll be. I think
He's
he will
not
be murdered.
being very safe
Yeah, I think he's going to be murdered.
on our story. I mean, you didn't
We'll
get to it
yeah.
yet.
So anyway, he dropped a music video called Gooba, which I didn't think was a very good track, to be honest. Ian, what did you think about Gooba?
I did not like it.
Big love or big hate?
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't seem like much of a talent. If I'm just maybe I'm being obtuse, but I don't see the appeal.
The lyrics are just so dumb that it's funny.
Oh, let me read the lyrics because obviously I can't play the song for you, but let me read some of the lyrics from Gooba, and you guys can tell me what you think.
But I was confused. How do you release a music video under house arrest? Because there's a music video.
Yeah. That's a good question, Ela. Now we also noticed that 6ix9ine gets the N-word pass. He's Hispanic, but he says the N-word. Now this is an interesting phenomenon. What is your comment on that, Ian?
I mean, I can't really speak on that. I don't know. It's not.
Do you find it interesting though that this guy gets the N-word pass?
I mean, like I said, I don't know. I can't. It's not my call to make in any way, one way or the other. I don't know.
I find it interesting from an outsider perspective that he gets the pass, but I'm assuming it's just because of his gang affiliation. But now that he's ratted out his gang members, I wonder if the N-word pass should be revoked at this point in time.
Interesting questions.
Ian, any thoughts on that?
I don't know. Don't ask me. I don't know. It's not my pass to give or take away or any of that.
Good answer.
Good answer. You passed the test.
I was testing you. Well, it's hard to read the lyrics because there's a lot of N-words. So, but let's say he starts by saying, "I tell a N-word, don't dick ride, don't blick ride." What is blick riding? Ian?
I think a blick is like a gun.
Okay. Leave it to the double thick thighs, twin sisters. Drop it down and wobble, wobble up. Mommy booted up. She get down and gobble, gobble up, 'cause my money up. Slide, slide in the Bentley truck. The Wraith truck. Your bestie is a dick sucker. I big dub her.
Can I tell you my favorite part?
As salami lama alukum. Oh, he's saying, you big hater. You nothing but a hater. Clout chaser. Go ahead,
Ela. Are you dumb, stupid, or dumb? Huh?
Oh, right. I
like that.
I saw that lyric was trending.
It was?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I saw
didn't
dumb,
know
stupid,
that.
or dumb on Twitter. I was like, what is that?
Amazing.
Yeah, he asks, are you dumb, stupid, or
Or
dumb?
dumb.
It's like, well, huh?
And then my other favorite is where did it go? Haha, bitch, I'm laughing 'cause you big mad.
Big mad.
See it in your face, crybaby, bitch, you big sad. So now the big mad and the big sad has just been stuck with me.
Big mad. Are you dumb, stupid, or dumb? Huh? Yeah, you got some money, but you still fucking ugly. Stupid. Listen, when I talk, you better listen. We can make them dance. Bacata. What's bacata? Slide over. Do the cha-cha. Anyway.
Focaccia is a type of Italian bread. It usually has like some
Isn't that
rosemary
focaccia?
and thyme sprinkled on top.
Wait,
Focaccia?
wait.
Wait, that's a different word.
You're thinking of focaccia, Dan.
No. I've got it right.
Bacata? No, bacata, here, Genius defined it for me. Bacata is a style of social dance from the Dominican Republic.
Oh, you better correct that then. They got it wrong.
You just mixed up focaccia and bacata. Don't play that off. I tell you
That was
N-word.
big dumb.
Wow, dude.
Stupid or dumb?
Big
or
dumb
big
or
dumb?
stupid? Which one?
And then he ends very powerfully by saying, "Ha ha, bitch, I'm laughing 'cause you big mad. See it in your face, crybaby, bitch, you big sad. N-words tweeting about me. Got me trending, bitch, you big sad. Tell me how I ratted. Came home to a big bag." Ooh. I think people want him dead. And we will continue on our
I
journey.
want someone to take your reading of the lyrics and then put it over the beat.
I'm going to be like that mom who was offended by the... God, what was that? I love that.
Yeah.
The Vince Staples
Yeah,
song.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
He says he did a live stream that broke Instagram records by racking in more than 2 million concurrent viewers. Damn, that's amazing.
That's amazing.
He was responding to accusations of him being a rat. He said, I want to apologize to my fans because you know what? It wasn't worth it. If there was a street code and there's something called no loyalty and snitching and all that, I get it. But where was the loyalty when you were sleeping with my baby mother, he said, hinting at rumors involving former manager Shouty and his baby mama. Where was the loyalty when you were caught on the wiretap trying to kill me? Oh, that doesn't sound like loyalty at all. Where's the loyalty when you tried to kidnap my mother? That didn't sound like loyalty. Where was the loyalty when you stole millions of dollars? I ask you this. Good questions. I get it. Don't fight fire with fire, he went on. I'm sorry, but what did I do wrong? Be loyal to a N-word. That was my effing, my baby mom's. Be loyal to an N-word. That kidnapped me? Beat the shit out of me on video and everything? Did that happen? He got his ass beat on video? Maybe we don't have access to that. I'm supposed to be loyal to that? You know what it is? You don't want to accept the fact that those is all true facts. You understand why I snitched. You don't want to understand. I understand why he snitched. He didn't want to be 35 years in prison. He wanted to be 2 years in prison. I fucking get that. People are after this dude for being a snitch. Now so he actually had to be relocated after he was making, he was on his balcony at his, I guess, as, secret location. He took this photo on his balcony. Not a discreet outfit, by the way. Just absurdly bright, baby blue and holding what looks to be probably $20,000 in cash. And then a girl posted this video on Twitter, which is just hilarious.
I'm in my fucking room. 6ix9ine is literally, he moves into the house behind me. He's taking pictures on the back deck. So I'm in my fucking
So she recorded him taking that photo and posted on Twitter, and then he was like, "Oh fuck, I gotta move now because people are gonna come kill me." Tekashi's attorney, wouldn't that be crazy if he got murdered because of that girl's video? I wonder how she'd feel about that.
Not because of her video, it's because of him standing on the balcony.
Good point.
And posting it on Instagram.
That's a good point. It's not really on her to know better. His attorney said that he was located because of the leak for security reasons. We're told that the feds were made aware of the move. It's quite a predicament. Technically, he is not violating his house arrest by being on the balcony. It's the neighbors around him that doxed him. That said, he should know better. Yes, of course. It's not prudent of him to step out into the public like that. Tekashi's got a huge problem. Someone across the way took yada yada yada. He is in witness protection. I thought before it said he's not violating house arrest. He is in witness protection, but he really should not be going out on the balcony with the rainbow hair and the Instagram and all that. And I really do think this guy is going to be murdered. I know it's insensitive and it's dark, but I'm willing to predict right now and even to bet money with somebody that he will not make it through the end of this year. Anyone want to take me up on that? A death bet? Death pool?
No, not really.
Death pool, anyone?
Seems a little immoral.
Yeah. The only reason I even bring it up, honestly, is because...
Because you're big mad.
Yes.
He was actually moved, or they found him again.
They did?
Moved.
That dude just got to stay indoors, man.
Seriously?
Yeah, I just put it in there.
They found him again. Here's a video. His new address has been leaked a second time.
Oh my god.
Oh, because he's got all these outrageous sports cars and shit in front.
That's the problem with him.
He's got like a blue Rolls Royce, a bright red Jeep, a bright yellow Ferrari.
Oh my god.
Bro, you better get out of there quick. Tekashi attempts to donate $200,000 to No Kid Hungry, and it's rejected. At first, I was like, man, they should just take the money and feed the kids. But then I read the rationale. They say, we are grateful for his generous offer to donate to No Kids Hungry. But we have informed his representatives that we have declined the money. As a child-focused campaign, it is our policy to decline funding from donors whose activities do not align with our mission and values. That makes sense. You're kind of sending the wrong message when you're like, yeah, we take money from gangs.
Yeah.
He also has with the the child thing, the no kid hungry. He also has charges involving a minor.
Right. That's not good.
What was it?
It wasn't good. Whatever it was, I just remember that. He videoed like some 16-year-old, right?
It was a 13-year-old, and he was 18.
Oh, fuck, dude. Yeah, that guy should be in jail. What the fuck?
I just sent you the Wikipedia thing about it.
Okay, let's do our last segment here. And finally, guys, I'm sad. Shredder, that's so loud. Maybe can Abby take the mail back or something?
She did already.
Oh, she did.
That's what
Okay.
I did when I was upstairs.
Okay. Oh, I want to eat. And finally, I am sad to say that Joji, the artist formerly known as Filthy Frank, is over. People have just realized that Joji is Filthy Frank, and K-pop stans, of course, were directly on that to cancel him. Although I will say, I kind of think it's a high compliment to Joji that there's a lot of people that never knew what Filthy Frank is or that he is Filthy Frank. That means that there's a lot of people out there who are just enjoying his music and not thinking anything about his, which I think ultimately is what he wanted as a performer. So the fact that K-pop stans are trying to cancel him for being Filthy Frank, I think is actually a high compliment to what he's achieved as a musical artist.
True.
That being said, it is funny. Here's a Newsweek article about it. Joji fans have learned the truth about Filthy Frank, and it isn't pretty. We've got this article is fucking garbage. Here's the Imager album we put together. Joji literally has a song where he says the N word with a hard ER. Like, you cannot be serious. There's more. Don't come in my mentions talking about it's just satire. Y'all can't take a joke these days. Man, I don't give a fuck. This shit isn't funny at all. So get the fuck out of here with that. And for you non-blacks coming in my mentions, just get the hell out. You don't get to say the N-word. I find it offensive. You incels still in my mentions after 2 days. She looks Asian, by the way. I mean, because
it's a K-pop.
Right, it's a K-pop. Right,
it's not the picture of the person.
Right. Over the past 2 days, Joji's Over Party has been trending on Twitter, pulling in over 21,000 tweets. An account called Jin's Olby tweeted out their shock that Miller had said the N-word. And I guess this original tweet, which I think she erased, probably, right? Because ultimately, you see a lot of these such and such is canceled. It's actually picks up traction from people just clowning on the original poster. And I think that's what happened in this case, is that she ended up erasing all of her original tweets about it. But what was weird is that this same girl who... Oh, what the hell is this? I'm really disgusted right now. Oh my God. Ew, what the F? That's him? And then the same girl, which is really interesting, she says, as a black person, my view is that his lyrics are contextual to the character he was portraying. Rather not hear it, but I'm not mad nor willing to cancel him. And then she responded, I swear to God. She just said coon, which is a derogatory term for a black person. Isn't that crazy?
I'm not really following this thread. I don't really.
So she says, for all you, the
whom.
girl says, for all you non-blacks coming into my mentions, just get the hell out. You don't get to say what I find offensive. Okay, then a black dude said, well,
got it.
I'm not offended. I would rather not hear it, but I'm not mad nor willing to cancel him. And then she called him a coon. Mr. Coon. She quote tweeted him. What the fuck? That's so racist. But that concludes our show. Ending on a light note. Thank you, everybody, for watching. I hope you have a fantastic week, a glorious weekend. I wish that everybody gets gainfully employed, that this virus miraculously disappears. And Hila, I would never snitch on you. I want to go on record saying that I would serve life in prison. Life in prison for you.
You've showed your true colors, and I am big sad, big mad.
But Hila, if you go out selling Schedule 6 drugs, I can't save you.
You cannot?
I can't save you if you're doing big crimes like Schedule 6 Advil, DMs, street crime. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching, and we will see you next week. We are working on an H3 video. I'm not sure when it's going to drop, but there's something to look forward to. But I think it's a good one. What do you think?
Nada.
You think nothing?
Can't say anything.
All right, guys.
Ta-ta.
Bye.
I had a idea when I was on the toilet earlier, and I want to know if it's a good idea.
Go ahead.
All right. It's called Diaper Wipies. All right. It's a diaper, and built into the diaper is one baby wipe. So when you go to change the diaper, you pull out the wipe and clean their little. Good idea?
You cut out when you got to the climax. You said, I heard.
You go to change their diaper, and there's a wipe inside of it. You pull out the wipe, you clean their little butthole, and then you throw it away.
So I'll tell you what's wrong with this idea, and then you can work on it further. Usually, a baby poops, you're gonna need more than one wipe. I mean, there's no world in which one wipe's enough to clean that up.
Okay.
Never. At
So
best,
you need
you're
more
looking at like
wipies.
3. At best. But and then a lot of the times, the baby poop is super messy, and you'll have what's called blowouts, where it just goes all the way up their back.
Okay.
But so for those reasons, I'm out.
I like the idea. How are you gonna keep the wipe moist though?
We'd have to have some sort of seal.
Yeah,
you rip it and pull the wipes out.
Well, wait, the baby's got to have a moist diaper on them?
No, because it's like
no, it's contained within.
Wait, you have to
kind of sealed in
unseal
there.
it?
What is this, an invention?
Yeah, he's pitching a thing to us. I don't like the idea, Ian. I'm
Is this
sorry.
the fishbowl?
Yeah,
It's a bad idea? I don't know.
Well,
I
have
kinda
a
dig
baby
it.
and then tell. And then,
Thank you, Zach.
I think it is a bad
I can't believe
idea
Zach did
because
that. I can't believe Zach.
Well, you guys should really have a
You
kid
want-
before you start pitching
Yeah.
kid products.
you want the diaper to be breathable and light too. And so this is just gonna add weight to it and will make it less breathable because I'm assuming because you want to keep it moist, so I'm assuming it's gonna need to be some kind of pouch. That
Right,
is,
it's a
like,
sealed pouch
sealed,
for sure.
That is not. It's not gonna be flexible and comfortable.
I mean, the wipes are a little, you know, I don't know.
Yeah, they're not really rigid. That's true.
I get the concept. So like when you go to like a barbecue restaurant, they give you those like ones in there, like
Right.
those
Imagine.
are alcohol.
Imagine having that pack in your underwear
Why
all
would you
day.
want that? Why would you want? That's like built like that. Why babies? Build it into a man's boxers. Why babies?
Yeah, this might be better for Zach actually.
Yeah,
since
just
it's
build
the
a
Because it
primary
keeps
way
it
of-
all in one location. The diaper, you pull it off.
You don't
Clean it.
understand.
Okay,
You don't understand.
You still need a clean diaper.
You need a cleaning station.
Yeah.
You have a station with baby wipes and diapers and ointment and all this bullshit. Like, as a parent...
The issue is that, like, let's say you're on the go and you need to change. You still need to carry the clean diapers with you, so you might as well carry the wipes, too.
Is this a to-go item? This isn't an every-use item.
Yeah, it's like a convenience thing when you need it.
I'm not terribly inconvenienced by having a pack of baby wipes.
You kind of need a pack of baby wipes anyway all the time because they get so dirty.
Well, you could store them on their shirts and pants, and you could hide them everywhere.
You could have pouches just built in all over, yeah.
Where on the diaper would the pouch be?
I'm not sure.
Do you know the anatomy of a diaper?
Yeah, I mean, you'd have to. I'm not a diaper engineer.
Right.